I'm trying to keep it real, I'm trying to motivate. You having them bad days just cause your mother won't. I've been through the drama, man, I've been through the playing game. So yes, I feel the pain, that's why I made a change. So you can do the same. This is for the people. This is for the people. This is for the people that's having bad days. This is for the people that working better days. This is for the people. This is for the people. Hey, it's your boy J. Michael with another third video from Erica. Yeah. This is better than live TV. Yes. This is getting juicy. Now, for all y'all haters out there that's Mr. Crier Nutsuckers, the truth is being revealed. All the people that was going against Erica, the truth is being revealed. Now, my what's your name ain't working, so y'all just gonna hear the audio because for some reason my camera and my computer acting up, so I can't get the screenshot of it to record it, but y'all gonna hear it. But right now, like I told y'all, it's a lot of stuff I don't speak on, but Erica is doing it. Like in my other videos, I wasn't taking nobody's side. Because see, one thing I said is everybody gonna derail their train on their own. And right now, Liar Crier train is about to be derailed. Now let's get into this video.
He had a broken gas line in his house. That's it. This nigga got 2 fucking houses, a block apart from each other, with power, fully furnished, millions of dollars. But yeah, he had a thing up in his career, don't give a fuck about him with a fucking dog. That doesn't make sense to me. Because I moved down here for their asses. I moved and left my job and my life for them. You know, so I understand what you're saying, because don't believe everything that you see on YouTube. Everything is just for entertainment. There's something really wrong with that nigga.
This is juicy.
What kind of shit is that? You know, he doing messy shit that he shouldn't be doing. Buying this, buying doors from me. He comes over and get him, his girl, and his dog. It's not gonna do it. I don't go over there and say, oh, you shit over Damon. I tell him, work this shit out. I get on both their ass and work this shit out now. I don't want to fucking hear it. I tell them both of their face, subscribers about the video. I'm not sure if you've seen our video. I'm 50, I'm not kissing nobody. Just because this boy got money. And see, that's the problem with being him right now. That's the problem with being him. That's the reason why being him is not speaking right now. That's the reason why he's not speaking to me.
That's your voice, player?
When him and his wife fall out.
All y'all Crier fans, that's his voice. We gonna skip that because y'all done heard that.
Guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Before I get into the footage that you guys just listened to, and the only reason why I had even did that was to prove a point that this man is a liar. He's not loyal to nobody, including his son that has went to bat for him, lifts him up financially,
Now, how many of y'all just seen my videos, my true fans, not the haters? Even though the haters watch and get a fake opinion. But check it out. How many of y'all heard me say he wouldn't be in Damon's life if Damon didn't have that bread, them Dolo chips, them cabbage, them greens, that bread? He only in his son's life because his son can benefit him. You see what I'm saying? I told y'all that. But no, y'all didn't want to listen to J. Michael. But now Erica putting it out there on the forefront. Now everybody got them question marks on their head like, oh, yeah, she mad. She's bitter. She's angry. But you can't get around these recordings because that's that man's voice. Liar, cry, cactus head. So what y'all gonna say now? Oh, she's bitter, she's angry. We all know that. We all know that, right? Okay, let's finish.
Base him, then put him on the platform to win, and yet you still having sideboard conversations with people. So again, somebody that will tarnish their own son name with lies. What do you guys think that he would do to me? Somebody that he don't even care about. With that being said, I want to address Damien did a community post saying that I had called him one night. Basically panicking that the motherfucker was gonna hurt me. And let me go into details about that. I called Damien because somebody, I believe, was him and Latoya. Now I can say her name because I was trying to save face so that I wasn't trying to embed.
As a marketing manager, you always need to know what the next thing to work on and optimize is. Oribi is the marketing.
There's the girl because her nigga not even claiming her. But since she has so much to say, now the whole world is gonna see what your guy is saying about you behind your back. So don't ever get it twisted, sweetheart, because I know you're watching this. If he done it to the other exes and he done it to me, what makes you think that you're different? Ask yourself that. And you said that you was actually married to somebody that used to beat you. So let's hypothetically speak here. If I confided in Damien and said that somebody was beating me, which I never said nobody beat me, but let's say that there was a true scenario, you would encourage him to upload that post that he did, and y'all trying to make it seem like I'm just pulling this out of nowhere, when I made a simple post saying that Kim was sick. I couldn't take Kim to the doctor because Dion couldn't go in the doctor. He got mad because the shoe fit, obviously. A guilty dog always bark. And he goes and talk about something that didn't even have anything to do with the Mucker family, first of all. And it wasn't even a true statement. So all he had to do, even if he would have said, this chick trying to make me look bad, blah, 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 cool. However, you throw another person in this because you've been jealous from day one and you won't tell the people the truth. How many times you told me he was using me, how many times you manipulated me into believing that him and his family was using me and all this stuff. And I did, I felt.
Okay. Now, the beef stew is finna get some more ingredients. Yes. Check it out though. Now, since everything on the forefront, she ain't lying. Now, now, you know y'all know me. I don't like how she came about, how she brought everything back out now, which she should have been did, like I said, but it's out there now. I just felt she should have brought it out a long time ago, not because her and Mr. Mucker into it now, because it do seem like she's bitter and she angry now that her relationship is on rocky terms, so she's trying to make his relationship on rocky terms. Now, I do believe that, and I'm going to stand on that. But that's the only problem I have with that, is that she should have been brought it out. But she not lying, because my wife, y'all got to understand, she was married to this man. You know what I'm saying? He ain't never like beat her or nothing. He tried to put his hands on her once, but didn't prevail, because she ain't that type of chick. She gonna handle hers, you know. So that right there let you know he put his hand on women, because he got an ex that he used to beat up all the time. So that's proof in the pudding. He tried with mine once, but didn't prevail, like I said. But his attitude did change. You see what I'm saying? His attitude changed when it comes to money. And this ain't nothing nobody told me. This is stuff I seen for myself. You know, son buy me a new car, he get big-headed. Couldn't tell him nothing. You know, when you stop taking your wife around your son and stop taking your stepkids around your son because he got money, now they not part of the family no more. It's just you and your son now. But you married to this woman, so them is your kids, this is your wife. So you supposed to protect them and treat them like gold. But you start treating them like shit because your son got money now. Now you trying to be his bodyguard. You wouldn't even let people talk to Damon, because you thought people was gonna take out of your mouth. You didn't want him around people because you didn't want to take that what you could have got from him. You didn't want people to take. You wanted to try to get it all. You see, we gonna finish because I ain't done.
For it. So I'm gonna throw myself underneath the bus. I am, but I'm gonna get into more details about that recording that you guys just heard. So yes, have I been guilty in communicating with this guy, having sidebar conversations that I shouldn't? But yeah, I was having sidebar conversations because I was going through some stuff that I was never going to bring to the internet because it wasn't the internet business. Yes, I was. I confided in Damien about a couple things, had no idea that he was even secretly recording me or anything.
But, now that's a lie. I'm going to stand on that right there. The reason I say that's a lie, because you've been with that man long enough to see what he was doing. You know he recorded everything because he taught you how to record everything. So you knew his pattern. You knew what he was capable of. So for you to sit here and say you didn't know he was recording you, come on now. You know his routine. And let's go deeper than that. Because you've been with him long enough and you know how he run his mouth like diarrhea. So why would you confide in a man that you know if he talk about his own son, if he talk about his own cousin, if he talk about his own wife, if he talk about his own daughter, who the fuck are you? So why would you confide in a man like that? And you know his pattern. Come on now, that's not an excuse. That's not an excuse because you know, you knew and you knew better. Because you've seen his pattern, right? So don't give us that. I confided in him. That man, if it ain't talking about baby Dion, you shouldn't have been confiding in nothing. You should have been talking to Mr. Mucker, or you should have went to Mr. Mucker friend, or shoot, you could have called Gangsta Emoji, you could have called me, you could have called anybody besides that man. And confide in some to get something off your chest. So that's not no excuse. You called that man because you wanted to call that man. This is just my opinion. Because you not that stupid. You not dumb. You very intelligent. You called him because you wanted to call him to see where stuff was gonna go. Come on.
Like that, but I finally caught on to what he was doing because he kept trying to tell me that the Mucker family was using me for views. You put his whole family on, now he don't need me anymore, so he's trying to find a way out. And my dumb behind, yes, I was very dumb, very naive.
Okay, let's talk about the Mucker family. Let's talk about Love by Erica. Let's talk about the Crier family. Let's talk about it. Everybody, even J. Michael, everybody used somebody to get views. Everybody to use somebody as a stepping stool to get ahead, right? So if Mr. Mucker did use your channel to get views and subscribers, what's wrong with that? Everybody got to have somebody to start with. Shit, Mr. Crier, he wouldn't be where he at if it wasn't for the Prince family, right? So he had to have somebody, he had to use somebody to get where he at, right? The views you got. You had other YouTubers before Mr. Crier. People gonna use people to get where they going. That's just the game. So it's nothing wrong if Mr. Mucker, you his woman. That's your man. So y'all building an empire together. So if Mr. Mucker piggyback off his woman, what's wrong with that? What's wrong with it? I want help me understand what's wrong with that. Because Liar Crier piggybacked off his son, right? Both of y'all was piggybacking off each other when y'all was together. Now, if you look at LaToya YouTube page, she got 500 subscribers now, but she's not a YouTuber, but she got 500 subscribers now, because she piggybacking off the crier. Liar crier. Cactus head crier. Right? Everybody piggyback off somebody. And you know me, I'm the millionaire. I'm going to keep it real. See, look at my views. When I do positive stuff, when I do motivational speaking, I get what? 500, 700 views. But when I talk about stuff like this, I get what? 6, 7, 8,000 views. Because this is what people like, drama. This is what people like, this soap opera. They don't like to hear the truth. They don't like to hear about real life. They just want to hear about mess. Because look at her. She wasn't getting these many views now. Now she, what, 17,000, 15,000. Because everybody's ears tuned in. You see what I'm saying? She picked up 200 new subscribers. And probably 100 of those subscribers is Mr. Cry fans, but they want to be nosy to see what's going on. They don't want to miss nothing. You smell me? The beef stew is cooking.
I believed it, and that alone, when you play mind games with somebody, can stir up riffraff. He was even trying to get me to throw a video out there to beat him to the punch, as he say, because everything was going to be bad and spiral out of control, and Little Miss Perfect,
Obviously, the website won't sell itself. For years, we've been explaining to clients that this build it and they will...
The beef stew is cooking.
She backdoors it, and she's like, yeah, you can do better than this. This. So this kind of makes me feel like, sweetheart, you want people to think that you're not messy, you stay out of drama, you do the right thing, and you're not. You're just as bad as me, if not worse.
Woo!
Because think about it.
I need the Urkels.
Man track record. Yeah, I have a reputation that you guys give me, and I'm not going to continue to claim that reputation, but you guys have labeled me to be messy, drama-filled, whatever. But what about his track record with women? And the fact that you claim that you done been beat on before and all this other stuff, then why would you even sit up there and co-sign when you heard the recording at the beginning of my first video? But since you wanted to add yourself in something and I've been trying to be respectful, how many ovaries do you have?
Oh, Lord!
Do you have 1 or 2?
Oh, Lord!
This man told me
The
that
beef
you
stew is cooking! The beef stew is cooking!
Kids that should only have 1 ovary.
Damn!
And that you're so insecure that you even asked him, what if Erica end up having a baby by you?
Whoa! LaToya! What you gotta say now, girl? You should have kept your mouth closed. You should have kept your mouth closed. Because he just said you only got 1 ovary. The beef stew is cooking. Can y'all smell it? Can y'all smell that seasoning salt? That beef stew cooking. Check it out though. Let's get a little serious here. LaToya, you've been with this man 7 months, 8 months, 9 months the most. And I mean, I understand that's your man, you're gonna go to bat for him. But some fights you need to sit down and sit on that bench and pay attention to what's going on. Because now you done put yourself in a situation that you didn't have no business getting into. Because how will she know you only got 1 onion? Huh? To put in the beef stew. How will she know you only got 1 onion? That man had to tell her about that 1 onion. So you know she ain't lying. So what you gonna say now? What he gonna say? Baby, you know what? But you gotta open your eyes now. And pay attention that this man is running your mouth. And what she say? She still got more ingredients to go into the beef stew. She ain't done. Now, you being his woman, and you say you not a drama queen, you say you don't like mess, you say you a God-fearing woman, that you believe in God, and we gonna pray for people, you should have told your man, let her vent. Let her put whatever she want on the internet. You just sit back, relax. Let it blow over. Let it get it off her chest. She's angry. She's bitter. She's hurting. This is what you're supposed to say to your man. That man 51 years old. You 32 years old. She's 28. She ain't even 30 yet. So she still got a little play in her. Some women mature faster, some don't. Y'all can see she still got a little play. So you being his woman, godly woman, should have said, we gonna sit back and pray on it. Whatever kind of demons she got in her, we gonna pray and release those demons in the mighty name of Jesus. That's what you're supposed to do because you's a God-fearing woman, right? But no, what you do? Stick your nose in something you didn't even have no business sticking your nose in by putting community posts up because you trying to prove something to Cactus Head, live crowd. This not even your fight. This not your fight. Even though that's your man, like I said, you should have stayed on the bench and just passed him the towel or gave him the water bottle. You should have never got in this one because she ain't done. And I know for a fact she ain't done because I know everything she got. So I know for a fact she ain't done. You ain't seen nothing yet, baby. She finna put all the ingredients and finna put some cornbread in the oven with this beef stew. So if you got Crier Liar back, I think you better start preparing yourself for this one. Because you a grown woman. A grown woman. You should have never got in this one. You see, my wife, she don't do none of that. I'm the loud one. I do the talking. She just kicked back. Because it was many times where he done dogged her, called her B's and F this and this and that. You get what I'm saying? But she's not that type. If she was the type to do what Erica doing, she ain't got beef stew. She got a buffet. But she'd never put him out there like that. Why? Because the sake of her child. They child. Because he's on YouTube. Me? I'm just me. I ain't sugarcoating shit. But she's not no troublemaker like that. Me? I'm a protector once again. What she won't say, I'ma say it.
You again. This man said that every time you get pregnant, it goes right in the toilet.
Oh, Lord. It go to the tidy bowl, man? Oh, Lord.
How would I have known that, LaToya, if your man wasn't having sidebar conversations with me about you? How he never ever want to spend no time with you. You're not his girlfriend. He comes over to your house.
And you know what? Y'all can ask my wife. I always say it. Pay attention to their videos. She acting like a yes woman to him in these videos. Look how he... LaToya. Yeah. LaToya. Yeah. LaToya. Uh-huh. LaToya, you right. Come on now. Pay attention, Crier fans. Pay attention, yeah.
To put it down, to do his videos, and he's back home. You get mad because he won't sit there and watch you work because that's not fair to him. He even went to the extent to even say something low about you always want to cook healthy, so he'd rather be at his house.
Woo! How would she know that? How would she know that, LaToya? So you know this man is talking to her. Well, he's sitting there right now. You know she lying. You know... What kind of stuff he feeding in your ear with that cactus juice? Huh? Because you know that he's the master. So what do you have to say, LaToya? You looking at him sideways or you still gonna have his back after he done threw you under the bus? Because right now he threw you out the bus. But she finna pick you up and take you and throw your ass out the plane.
Think about it before you speak on something that you have no idea what's
I just said that.
And there's some other stuff that I'm going to be revealing in another video that's going to hurt your feelings.
Damn, you ain't going to have no feelings.
I'm trying to be nice and cool. I'm the wrong one to play with, sweetheart. I can hold my words. And that's not a threat. That's a promise. That's
not a threat. That's a promise. She went gangster mode. And y'all know, me and Erica have our differences, but I still look at her like a little sister. So hey, I'm on camera saying it. She do got backup now. That's just if y'all want to get gangster. She do got backup. She get on my nerves, because that's what little sisters do. She do stuff that I don't approve of, and I'm going to speak on it. But y'all know from day one when she was with Mr. Cryer, I had her back. From day one. Even though I say what I say on the video, because I'm not going to agree with her when she wrong, because that's just not the real Yanelle. Y'all get what I'm saying? But trust and believe, she do got backup.
Okay? So if I was you, I would sit back, analyze things, ask yourself, is this the situation that I really want to be in with this man or not? Because guess what? These videos are not going to stop, and I'm not going to stop until I get tired. And I don't think I'm going to get tired anytime soon because I'm fed up. Now, I already admitted, and back to, I called y'all fear for my life. Somebody was playing games, and I believe that it was Damon and LaToya, was texting the Mucker family's phone, saying that I had sent a picture to him of Dion. One, there's nothing wrong with me sending him a picture of Dion, but two, they tried to paint this image that me and him still had something going on, which was not true at all. So I called them late that night, and there was a third party on the phone, and I'm glad that she recorded that as well. So you go ahead and drop your recording. I'm going to backdoor and drop the same thing to make sure that you're not doing nothing funny, because I'm going to mention something about that too in another video. So Damien wouldn't shut up. And I said, Damien, will you shut up? I could be dead tomorrow and you won't even know because you won't stop rambling your mouth. I wasn't saying that to say that the Mucker family is about to kill me or take me out of this world. I was simply saying that to...
Now, let's get on to that. She also called me that day. You get what I'm saying? Now, she said they got into it. She did say that. You know, and then she told me she did call Cactus Head, but she didn't elaborate on what she said to Cactus Head. Y'all know I'm gonna keep it real. You know what I'm saying? So the first thing I say was, did he put his hands on you? Did he do what? She got quiet. She didn't elaborate. She just said, I'm gonna call you back. I said, okay. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, if you gonna confide in your baby daddy, you think you secure. Because if something do happen to her, you want to make sure your child is being taken care of. That's just the thing. You know, and I had an opportunity to talk to Mr. Mucker. You know, because like I told y'all, I look at Erica like a little sister. So, me being me, I called him. What's up, player? You put your hand on my sister? Nah, man, it wasn't even like that. Me and him had a long conversation, 2-3 hours on the phone. And I'm pretty good at reading people. You know? Me, this just me personally. I think they was trying to start a series. And Mr. Cryer took it somewhere else and blew it up to where it shouldn't have been blew up. This is just my opinion. You know, after I done talked to all the parties. Because I talked to Mr. Cryer too. I talked to all of them. That's just me. But again, what's wrong with a woman confiding in her baby daddy if she feel something is wrong, or she feel or got a possibility something can happen to her, or she thinks something gonna happen to her? What's wrong with that? It's nothing wrong with that. Because at the end of the day, they do share a child. So where that child gonna go? Because the first person they gonna call is the father. And then if they can't get in touch with the father don't want to be in touch with, or want to be bothered with the child, they gonna call one of the grandparents or a family member. So what's the best thing to do first is get in touch with the daddy. And for you to sit there, LaToya, and say, oh, she got in touch with us. It ain't no us. You not married to that man. You ain't even been with that man a year. So it ain't no us. It's a him and her and a baby Dion. And again, you should have set your ass down. Because now, your ass in that beef stew pot. You should have mind your business. Cactus Head, for you to sit there and say, oh, she got in touch with me and LaToya. Nah, she got in touch with you and you ran your mouth to LaToya. Because you trying to be this, portray this good dude. But again, I know the real you, player, because Fort Wayne ain't big. I know a few women you done put your hands on, because Fort Wayne ain't big. And I'm well known in this city. You get what I'm saying? You done messed up now, player. I want to see how you finna get the broom in the dustpan and clean this up. I want to see how you gonna get the dish detergent and wash these dishes and clean this up. I want to see how you gonna mop this floor and clean this up. Because if LaToya fall for that okie doke, she's weaker than she look. And that's real, player.
Basically say, dude, if you be quiet long enough to even understand.
Oh, and one more thing. If you got recordings on J. Michael, because I talked to you on the phone, J. Michael don't give a fuck. You can play it, player. Because I'm bold enough, whatever I said, I backs mines and stand on mines. You see me? You can't throw me in the beef stew pot. I'm going to be the one doing the cooking.
What's going on and hush, because it could be somebody right now that's headed to my house to blow my head off, and I wanted to let you know, because you're Dion's dad and you're right here in Houston. You live 15 minutes from me.
Just said that.
You know who done it, because whatever reason, you ain't even being quiet long enough to even understand what the situation is. You were so convinced on trying to get me to see that the Mucker family and his family is using me for views, and that I need to beat him to the punch and go ahead and drop my video on him first. Now, there was a female mention on his channel,
community
and
post.
it's just hilarious to me because we don't mind showing people that we're not the ideal perfect couple, and we will be doing a video about that together whenever the time is right. But you trying to expose
So she just gave y'all the hit that here her and Mr. Mucker patching this up. That's a good thing. But I told y'all in the video that's before this video that she's doing this to make sure her household is good. And I don't blame her, but I still don't like the way she went about it. That's the only thing I don't like, the way she went about throwing this mess out here. Because you trying to get back, you trying to save face with Mr. Mucker. That's the only thing I don't like. But I kept telling y'all about this Mr. Cryer. But no, y'all want to J. Michael jealous, J. Michael hating, J. Michael, he's clout chasing. Nah, player. It's a lot of stuff that I ain't been saying because of my wife. Baby, don't this. You know, it's a lot of stuff that she put the mute mouth on me on. But she can't put the mute mouth now because Erica throwing it out there, so I can piggyback off of that. Y'all know what I'm saying? See, you gotta respect your wifey. Because the last time I respect my wifey, my ass was in the hospital fighting for my life.
What me and him got going on, what about you and yours? Why are you trying to deflect and get the attention off of you? Are you going to address you put your hands on me at the beginning of that recording? Because that's clearly you. Are you going to address throwing your son underneath the bus in the recording at the front of this video? Because that's clearly you as well.
We're a farm store, a family store, a look what I found store.
Baby.
Also,
come here.
If y'all didn't understand some of the stuff that was going on at the beginning of this video, I don't know Damien be on Bianca like that at all. And yes, I've had my run-ins because I'm convinced now that he was going back telling them one thing and he was going back telling me one thing because he plays a fence like that all the time. I have even said in those videos that I didn't think that they was bad people. I think that I was being manipulated and I feel like they was being manipulated. At the beginning of this year during that snowstorm, guys, so many people was without electricity, which means that there was people that couldn't even get access to their breathing machines, their medications. They froze to death. They actually died. And the light company or whoever was over this whole thing is currently getting sued right now if they haven't already got sued or whatever the case is. So for you to put out that your son never, his lights never went out, that he pretty much turned the breaker box on. Y'all didn't hear that part about the breaker box, but he's insinuating.
Now, let's say that was true, that Damon lights wasn't off. He shouldn't have been venting whoever he was venting to. He shouldn't have never did that. Because I told my wife, I say they lights ain't off. This just an act. I know they lights ain't off. Because remember, I got kids that's in Texas and I got kids that know him.
That his son never lost lights. Now I'm going to insert the video where his son said that he did lose lights. But see, they have the same realtor. So you're insinuating that your son pretty much lied about his lights going out for views, that the videos was already previously recorded, and that the only problem that he had was a gas line. I just don't see Damien and Bianca being that heartless. Regardless of whatever issues there was or wasn't, I just don't see them being that type of people, because there was people that actually lost their life. I mean, it was so bad. Hussein.
Okay. We can't say what was what, because you never been around the Prince family to even say if he heartless or if he got a good heart. You really can't speak on that. I really can't speak on that because we really don't know. You know, you going by what his daddy said, right? Because his daddy never took you around the Prince family because the Prince family didn't want to meet you. Because see, the Prince felt, one, he older than you, so why is you dating a young woman that you can be her daddy? This is what the Prince is saying to himself. Two, he kept telling his daddy, leave her alone. She ain't for you. You see what I'm saying? You know this. He knew this. But nah, Cactus Head think he know everything. Cactus Head think he's the master of manipulation.
He never had no snowstorm like that. At all. And speaking of snowstorms, when his life was out here in Houston, we utilized my place in the country.
I remember that.
I think it was like 2 weeks straight. As soon as his lights got back on here, we go to his house. I spent the night there. The next day he said he wanted to do videos. Then next day he looking at me like, okay, when you leaving? And I'm like, well, I thought you said you wanted to do videos. He said, no, don't you think we've been around each other long enough? And that's something that he's always saying about LaToya. He wants his space. He don't want to be around her.
Now, she ain't lying, because he done said that to wifey a few times. So she ain't lying about that.
She's a YouTube chick, and it's okay. We've all been a YouTube chick. That is okay. But I got a recording that will hurt your soul.
And she finna throw it in the beef stew.
And I'm keep you out of this because it ain't got nothing to do with you. Just like my post didn't say Damien Cryer. Well, my post also didn't say LaToya Manuel.
Oh, she put her whole name out there.
In the Mucker family. And why? I didn't bring anything to YouTube. I'm only addressing what Damien brought to YouTube because he was upset that the shoe fit him in that post that I made about not being able to take Kim to the doctor because Dion couldn't go to the doctor. Now, y'all also heard this man say that he's not going to kiss his son's ass because he's a millionaire and got money. Now, I'm not going to tell y'all who this other person was that he was telling this stuff to. But you calling people back home talking about your son,
Woo!
that's disloyal to a whole other statement. And how you gonna fix this and it's your boy?
But you know he disloyal. He left you at the hospital with your child. That's disloyal right there. You get me? Look, y'all. This man said out his own mouth, you can be whatever you want to be on YouTube because it's just acting. It's just entertainment. But now this acting and this entertainment then turned to real life because he didn't hit that hornet's nest and them hornets is out now.
Voice on the recording. So, y'all can call me childish all day long. Y'all can say I'm bitter. Y'all can say whatever. When it's all said and done, I'm going to speak my truth so I can fully move on from all of this. I can't move on, stay in silence because I'm worried about majority of his subscribers is over here.
Ain't nobody touch my patience. Ain't nobody time get wasted. Ain't nobody else.
And my comments, so it's draining out the positive comments. No, because guess what? I see and unsee.
And I feel her on that. Because some of y'all do be in the comments talking reckless. Reckless. Now the thing is with them people that's talking reckless in them comments, y'all speaking on something y'all don't know about. So before you speak, know the details. You get what I'm saying? Let's finish.
And if you know, then you just know. At the end of the day, I'll throw myself underneath the bus. So bring it on. Whatever recordings you have, whatever screenshots you have, I'm going to say, yes, that's true, or no, that's not true. I'm going to stand in my truth. So it won't be no more secrets or nothing like that. But at the end of the day, can you stand in your truth, Damien, or are you going to keep deflecting? You worried about somebody physically abusing me. Ain't that the pot calling the kettle black? How you going to talk about somebody else when you actually did it? Answer that. Are you going to address talking about yourself?
Okay. Again, I'm glad you're coming out with the truth. I'm glad that you're putting everything out on the front forth, but I still don't agree how you did it. Now that's what I don't like. You should have been did this when the first 5, 6, 7 times he disrespect you. You should have been put it out way before you get with Mr. Mucker. Because to people, it seemed like you trying to protect Mr. Mucker now. To save face because you want your baby back. I understand that. If you love somebody and you want to be with this person, you're going to do whatever it takes to get that person back. And I feel that. But I just don't agree how you did it. Because he do need to be exposed from these diehard fans thinking he's this good guy. And he's not this good guy. Because y'all leave these old ratchet comments and don't even know what's going on.
Son, mad or not, you still was talking about your son. And I'm pretty sure your son wouldn't appreciate that. Like I said, I don't for one second think that as crucial as that time was at the beginning of this year, that, and he also said that, I'm sorry guys, he also said that he moved out here for they asses. They meaning Damien and Bianca. So not only is you talking mess about him, you throwing his wife in it. So you ain't got no respect for nobody. So for all we know, it's always been about $1 to you. Because guess what? And I hate to...
I mean, that's common sense. It's about $1. We know it's about $1. Look how he do Darion. It's about dollars. Now, we was shocked when we heard what we heard at the beginning of that video. I ain't kissing nobody's ass. I don't care about he got millions. I moved down here for them. Oh, we was shocked with that. Because that is his voice. So let's see what the Prince family got to say on this, which we know they ain't gonna react to it, and that's good. They need to go to his dad privately and clean this up. Or he need to be man enough to go to his son and clean this up, study trying to come back at you. Forget coming back at you. You need to go reconcile this.
to bring up his daughter Margaret, but Margaret don't get no love at all. Because why? She don't have as much money as Damien. I've sat there plenty of days and listened to him tell me not to talk to that bitch as if she wasn't even his daughter.
What? What? Did she just say, don't talk to that B? That ain't even my daughter? How would Erica know that? Because y'all know, my wife told me that before. But she said she found out it was his daughter. But she said that before, that Margaret wasn't his daughter. So she ain't lying. Because that was brought to my attention before. Woo! The beef stew is boiling, popping up out the skillet, out the pot.
So you only be around the Prince family for their money.
I said
and their
that.
views.
I said
one
that.
thing that I can say about them, they did look out for you, regardless. And I'm not trying to bring them in anything at all. And I hate that I even have to do this. But at the end of the day, you're not loyal to nobody, and all you do is lie.
See, you got that wrong. He is loyal to somebody. Them greenbacks, that cabbage, that cheese, that bread, he loyal to that. So you was wrong on that one. He loyal to money. He loyal to self.
All you do is deflect. You paint this image that all of your girlfriends was the problem and you wasn't. At least I'm woman enough to say what I did wrong in a relationship. I didn't cheat. Didn't even deserve to be humiliated and with a DNA test. Because I'm not that type of woman. Have I cussed you out? Said F you, BANs, all that? Yes, I did, because I feel like you needed that. Because you're not going to call me no B, no H, and I'm not going to.
Okay. What's wrong with you going back and forth with your girl? Shoot, well, me and Mama Selena, we don't really go into all that hollering and calling each other names. Now, we have our spats to where we disagree or disagree, you know. We do have those, but we don't go into all that verbal slandering other and calling each other names. We don't do that.
Gonna say nothing back. And this man is also smart. Every argument that has been caught on camera, every argument, even with him throwing me out the first time, the video that one of my old friends put out there. What was the one thing that he was saying? You're not gonna disrespect me. I got so much footage, y'all, that it's gonna blow y'all mind. And like I said, I'm not gonna stop until I get tired.
And she knows she ain't gonna get tired because she an ex-cop. So y'all know they had to do that training. So them lungs is long. Them lungs is long. Man, this better than Hollywood Housewives. Hip Hop Atlanta. Woo-wee! And y'all know, I'm gonna give it to y'all every time she drop one. I'm coming with the flavor of the beef stew.
Because my healing is gonna start today.
Okay. Your healing should have been started. Don't say your healing started today. I mean, I'm glad your healing is starting today. But you should have been healing. You should have been talking to God. You should have been getting the understanding with God. Ask God, pray to God, to whatever kind of demons that's ailing you, to release them. Bind them in the mighty name of Jesus. You see, one thing, we're going to get to this. I'm going to close it out. Let me finish this little last minute.
And since we put everything on out there, put everything out there. So I can stand in my truth. And I don't have no secrets about nothing ever again. Because I'm not afraid. Because at the end of the day, God knows who to use. I may be going about this the wrong way. It doesn't matter. I'm still fleshly. Fleshly means I'm not perfect until I get into heaven and walk through them gates. We all living in flesh right now. And as long as we have flesh in our body, we're going to sin. It ain't no sin greater than the other one. So all you saints in the comment section, y'all can chill and calm down. Because that's not even a real thing and it doesn't even exist. So you're making yourself look crazy.
Straight up.
So again, standing in my truth, bring on whatever receipts that you have. So with that being said, expect another video because it's not gonna stop and I'm not letting up. I'm gonna speak my truth regardless of who like it. And at the end of the day, put everything out there on the table. And when it's all said and done, I can really walk like the queen I know I am.
Oh, man. All right. Y'all done heard the beef stew was boiling and cooking. Now she says she finna come back and put the cornbread in the oven. Now, she did make a point. The flesh is weak. This body is rented. You gotta get right with God. Hey, I still make mistakes, but I always keep God first because the flesh is weak. I don't care if you sit there and be like, oh, that's not an excuse. I don't care what pastor, who holier than thou, y'all all sin. All y'all sin. Now, like she said, because she must have heard me. She said, did she go about it the wrong way? Which she did. Because I've been saying that. She went about it the wrong way. But Mr. Cryer is 51 years old. She's 28. She's still a baby to him. You felt you can manipulate this young girl into doing your bidding, or you can mold her to what you want. You had her, but you didn't know how to play it. You know, you want to dog her, and she just had your child because you seen another steak at the doctor's office, so you wanted to bring that steak home. Now this steak just seen the true colors. Well, getting ready to see the true colors about what's going on. So all this right here is messy as hell. Real messy. Because at the end of the day, y'all have children. She got 2 and 1 on the way. You got, I think, 4 or 5. They gonna see this one day. Or their friends gonna see this one day. Or their family members gonna see this one day. And y'all causing all this drama for what? Because y'all both trying to save face? She's fed up, and I don't blame her for being fed up. And again, like I said, I just don't like the way she went about it. But she's fed up now. Because you still trying to play the victim. You trying to stand and point the fingers like you ain't have no parts in this. And then you even drug another female into this that don't have no business being in this. She need to go sit down. What you saying? Oh, that's my woman. I know that's your woman, but your woman need to know when to sit. You need to know to be a man and say, baby, no, stay out of this. I got this. You should have been the man if she wasn't woman enough to say it herself. You should have been the man and say, baby, no, I got this. I'ma clean this up. But no, you like the games. And I'm going to put it out there. And I say, why you like the games? Because when I was doing my BS, you was feeding in with my ex against your ex-wife. So you like the games. Because I was doing stuff, texting my ex-girl, telling my ex-girl stupid stuff. And you was feeding in, telling her stuff about your ex-wife. So yes, Erica not lying. You a petty dude like that, player. I told y'all it's a lot I don't speak about, but I can speak about it because J. Michael ain't scared of none but God. And he ain't gonna run up on me. You see? This is right here could have been avoided. This could have been avoided. You could have went to your baby mama like a man. She could have came to you like a woman. But now y'all got the whole world involved in what's going on. And like she said, she tried her best to keep it from the internet. But when you threw her under the bus, she was like, shit, forget this. It's on and popping. And you know her better than I know her. She ain't finna get tired, player. You need to shut up. Everything she put out there, you don't even need to reply to it. You need to shut what they call the fuck up. And tell your girl to sit her ass down. And let that girl vent. Let that girl put whatever out there. Because it's finna come out there and it ain't nothing you can do. Oh, what you say? I'm finna put what she texted me and said this man put her hands on. That's all you said. What other goodies you got that you can put in the beef stew? Because the only thing you trying to do is make her look bad because she said Mr. Mucker put her hands on it. So you trying to prove the world, oh, he did. Okay, forget that. Okay, let's say it was true. What all the stuff she putting out on you? You dogged your own son. You dogged your own daughter. You dogged the woman that's laying next to you now. She got all the ingredients in the beef stew. You just cut up the potatoes and put them in the pot. You ain't even cooking yet. You see? You a grown man. You a half a century, player. And I get on your top because of your son. The way you treat your son. That's why I get on your top and people be like, I'm hating, I'm jealous. I ain't jealous of nothing, man. But I'm not gonna let you dog your son. And that's what you're doing. And she ain't lying, man. Since you been with LaToya, you ain't brought Darion's name up in damn video. Since you been with her. Before she came in the picture, oh, Darion, this and that. You talk about your son. You ain't said nothing about that boy. Nothing. You a part-time dad, man. Part-time dad. You can't be a part-time dad when you was doing it to the woo-woo. You wasn't part-timing. And I don't understand why dudes do that when they getting the booty, the goods, the fruity tooty. It's all good. But when that kid's born, oh, kids are innocent. Kids don't pick and choose who their parents are. They don't. But it's up to us men to be better fathers to our children. It's up to our men to find ways, if we got ignorant baby mamas, if we got bitter baby mamas, if we got trouble baby mamas, to make a way to be in that kid's life. Don't run because your baby mama act up. Because I was guilty of that a few times. Because I kept tired of my kids' moms playing me like a puppet when it come to my kids. Because they know that's my weakness. It's my children. I might have been a lousy boyfriend, lousy husband, whatever. But I'm a damn good daddy. You can't take that away from me. Because I love my children. And you need to love yours, man. You need to step up to the plate and stop playing this old dumbass game. And be a father. Because we got more years in back of us than we got in front of us. And God is starting to reveal your stuff. I'm telling you, man. That girl, she loved you. That girl thought y'all had something. This girl you with now, she think y'all got something. Again, you put her on the banner to make yourself look good. To prove something to her. You don't really want her on your banner. You trying to prove everybody wrong because people leaving comments leaving comments on your video saying it's fake. Oh, they ain't gonna laugh. Oh, she'll see how Mr. Cryer. So you trying to prove people wrong. You ain't gotta prove nothing to nobody, player. You don't. But you should have put your son on that banner. You need to start paying your son for his videos. You need to start sending your son more than $200, $300. Because he put in the same work you put in when he down there. And now your other son, I don't know how you gonna clean that mess up. Because he told you not to mess with that girl, but you did it anyway. You mad because he didn't let you come to the house? You know why he didn't let you come to the house, because of her. You know that. But you making money, so why you didn't go get a hotel outside of the city? Oh, cause it was snowing? You from Fort Wayne, player. We get snow, we get ice, so you know how to travel in this. So that wasn't no excuse, play flag. We get ice storms, we get 4-5 feet of snow. So you could have got in your truck, took you and her and the baby to a hotel that you know the lights was on, and stayed there that night. You didn't have to go off on your child. The one you claim you love and you got his back. Life is short. Money don't define who you are. Your character defines who you are. Your realness defines who you are. Because one thing you got to understand, when you put that fake mask on, you got to put another mask on. You got to put another mask on. You got to put another mask on. Then you got to put this suit on. Then you got to put this suit on. Because you got to cover that lie, to cover that lie, to cover that lie, to cover that lie. And eventually, the mask gonna crack and that suit gonna rot. Then your true colors is coming out. You see? I almost lost mine. Being stupid. But I learned my lesson. I wasn't going to make that same mistake again. Because you know what they say, 3 strikes you're out. I already had 2. You see? When you going to learn, man? Erica, I know you hurting. I know you sad, you a little bitter. I understand that. I don't care about how you exposing him, but I still believe you should have left the Prince family out of it. That's just my opinion. But hey, the damage is done now. The damage is done. But I still felt you should have left him out of it and let that beef be between you and him and now LaToya, because she wanted to put her little yellow ass in it. But you claim you this girl. We already knew she was fake when she sat there and said, I'm not a YouTuber. I'm working on my medical field. But you in damn near every video. She just sat there and told you ain't nothing but a check to that man. Now what he finna do? He finna go even harder in the paint to try to make you happy because of what's going on now. So he know he really got a save face. You know? I'm gonna come back because she putting some more stuff up and my wifey looking at me. Yeah, she got that lingerie on, so y'all know. Ooh wee. So J. Michael out.